Hi coaches, Ron Silico here. What I want to talk about in this video presentation today is a secondary fast break or transition game that you can run at any time, but in particular if you're a team that has an undersized post player, doesn't have a strong back to the basket player. This is a offensive setup that I think plays well into that scenario. Uh, so, uh, and it, is along with many setups within the secondary breaks. There's a three, a two-man, excuse me, running the wings up to your designation. What we have in this break is our undersized post, the one that we want to make the other teams big, run up and down the floor, trying to tire them out. We have them run right down the center of the floor on the fast break and get right to the front of the rim. So that's the first part of the transition. Our second post player, our four-man, could be our five-man. I know something we've done is if one post gets the rebound, the other one is the one that runs the middle of the floor, however you set it up. So we have our four-man who stays opposite of our one-man. For the purposes of this diagram session today, we'll have our one-man pick the right-hand side of the floor. So what I want to do first is talk about this break, in addition to serving a team that has an undersized post player or set of post players, also allows multiple basket cut opportunities from various three-man games and two-man games that you're going to see in a moment. What I really like about this is it's almost automated in the sense that it's just like a quarterback in football. If a defense does one thing, this is set up for players to recognize that and then do something else real quickly with this. So going to the three-man games first, some of the options available out of that is a great option, which hopefully you can get a couple times a game if you're aggressive and you like to attack off makes or misses in the secondary fast break, is just have the one drive to the basket, making a move. They're a real clever ball handler. They have the opportunity to do that. 5 steps opposite, short corner off of the drive to make themselves available as an outlet. So that's the first option. The 1 to 5 hit ahead during the fast break. If you can get 1 or 2 of those a game, that's a great thing to have right down the center of the floor. And then our hit aheads to the 3-man and the 2-man are certainly part of this. So our team likes to run our two-man being our best shooter being running the left side of the floor. But you could tailor it based on skill sets, left-handed, right-handed, sides of the floor that your best shooter likes to shoot from. So that was the first option, is the one-man driving to the rim. Second is the 1 to 5, or hitting ahead to the 2 or 3. In a scenario where we don't have one of those quick hit aheads, what we are teaching the post to do is come back up and get to the elbow. So we want to get to this elbow spot or close to it. So another option is the one-man is dribbling right at the 3-man, taking a step, and then diving to the basket. So that's a quick option. The other scenario that we're looking for, and I think this is the more likely of the two, is especially if you're facing a team that's got a big lumbering post player that's got to guard this guy at the rim, is we're looking to hit the post, high post here, and then have the 1 and the 3 scissor off that high post. And then our 4-man comes back from behind for outlet purposes. So that's our scissor cut off that post entry from the 1 to 5-man at the elbow. Second scenario is the 1-man hits the 3, 5-man comes up, 3 hits, and then scissor cut this way off of it. An automatic that we do teach is if we do hit the high post, for example, and there's an overplay in this direction, or on the pass from 1 to 3 in this direction, backdoor cuts. So it's a nice automatic to be able to teach your players. Third three-man game option that I wanted to show is one hits ahead to the 3. If our one man can get a give and go cut, that's great. We continue to do that. But if not, we go screen while this 5-man's coming up. 3-man hits at the post. 3 and the 4 scissor off, and the 1 goes to the weak side. So those are 4 different options from a 3-man game type of setup. And in fact, the fourth option really becomes a 4-man situation. So now going to a couple 2-man game options. So we have our 5 at the rim, our 1, and our 4. First option is 1 has the ball here. If our 4-man is overplayed by a strong, pressured defensive team, we run what's called, commonly in basketball terms, the blind pig play, where we want the 2-man to read that, have them come up to the weak side elbow, and that 4-man just goes to the basket for a nice give and go opportunity. Chicago Bulls ran this very well out of their triangle set during their championship years. So that's the first option. Another option, if your post player, while undersized, still has an ability to seal in the paint, ball reversal, a nice high-low opportunity. And then the last thing to show you, last 2 things to show is if your 4-man's got some ability to dribble the basketball, dribble right at the 2, backdoor cut, or get a handoff and ball screen type of play. And then the final 2-man option, ball goes to the 4, 4 quickly goes to 2, 4 goes to set a ball screen, and then just slips the screen and goes to the corner, or they can set a pick and roll, side pick and roll. So that's a secondary break for a team that has undersized post. Again, you have 4 different options in a 3-man game, and you have 3 quick options in a 2-man game. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please comment on the video. Thank you.